Hey everyone, my name is Brad Miller, Integrated Presidential Director, and I'm here with the amazing, talented, Integrated National, Lisa Yeakley. Lisa, we're going to be talking about setting up the month for success today. You excited about it?
I am. Thanks, Brad, for having me.
All righty. So first, before we jump in, we're going to show you how to set up a month for success, and we're going to do it from the eyes from like a little bit of a newer coach to help you out. Maybe you're starting to do this for the first time, or you're really getting momentum and you're hanging it out, and you're probably like, "Why is this so important?" We're going to show you that today, and also we're going to do it kind of a cool way that we've never done it before. I'm going to help Lisa fill out her map, but the thing is, it's a twist is we're going to do it as by going back in time as if she's like a newer associate director and she's like in her third or fourth month of coaching. What's cool about it is Lisa actually has been coaching for like a year and a half. She runs one of the highest frontline volumes like that you can see. She's only been coaching for a little bit of time. She's helped a lot of people. And she's going to, at the end of it, go back and be like, well, this was what was so important to me when I was an associate director. So we're going to play a little bit of a time machine game today. So Lisa, the first thing before we get in here is people are probably wondering, well, Lisa, you're so awesome. Like, do you do anything that's like super amazing, like that anyone else can't do, first of all?
I really don't, guys. I just follow the systems. I'm very consistent with my posting, consistent with my client check ins, consistent with my follow up. And I just wanted to coach to pay for my food. So that was my motivator to get going on it.
I love it. And what people are also probably thinking is, man, what does a map of a big thinker like Lisa look like? Well, you guys can't respond to this because you're watching a video, but I guess you're probably thinking that. So we're going to show you that, and then we're going to go back in time, and I'm going to guide Lisa on how to fill a map, which you can do the same thing yourself, and then she's going to point out why this was helpful for her. So first of all, Lisa, we have one of your maps, when this is from last year, spring of March 2018. So what I love about this is, one, I pulled yours, Lisa, because you do it every single month. It's beautiful, and you put so much heart into it. Here's another thing. You can always tell if a map actually is a plan and has heart behind it, or if it's just a to-do list. So Lisa, kind of explain some of these things that you do that are super helpful, because this is kind of cool looking back on a map from about a year ago.
Yes. So, one thing I learned in my previous job was that what you see, you can manage, and what you can't see manages you. And that's what the map spoke to me with Optavia. It showed me that, what I write down, I can focus on and really keep going. But then also, those clients on that list help me, know who's on the forefront of their health journey and really serious and probably in a great fat burn. So my map, I like to have my personal goals on there, my personal weight loss journey, my new clients, my new coaches. I like the number of lives that I'm going to touch goal always on there. And then always keeping those top 10 that maybe they're just not yet, or you really want to do a health assessment. Keeping that one always current is really fun, and always adding a few more to it. As you can see, I have about 13 people there.
I love that, because what you can see, you can manage, and what you can't see manages you. And you were really busy back then. This is one of your first months of executive director. You were running a hair salon. You wanted to quit doing nights, and this went with you everywhere, because when you can just put a few hours, this is your map and your path throughout the month. It's also your brain, so you don't forget about it. And it's also the people that you're watering on, like in your garden, like that you're planting seeds on. And it just was so key. So it's fun looking back at this. I love that you put at the very top you wanted to quit working nights. So many great things here. And a messy map is a good map. Like, that's what you want. You want it to be messy. It doesn't have to be like pink and sparkly and have stickers on it like Lisa's. I wish mine was that cool. But you can see that she made a plan and she used it, and you can feel the heart behind it. Lisa, anything else you want to add before I throw you back through time and we set up a map together as an associate director?
Not right now that I can think of. Nope.
All right, I love it. Okay, so I'm gonna send you back in time, Lisa. All right, to help people fill out their map, and then we'll fill it out together. So I'm gonna add you back in time, and then you're gonna be associate director. You've been coaching for like 3 months. You recently certified, and you're just brought on your first coach, and we'll go through this together. So 3, 2, 1. All right, fresh map. All right, Lisa, setting up a month. You had a great last month, associate director. You're killing it. Like, it's so amazing. Do you have a map with you? Like, because I know you have
I
some
do.
goals this month.
I do. Yes. Major goals.
All right. We always start at the bottom right here. And those that are wondering, Connect is right here. I will be showing her what to do with that in a moment. So go to the bottom, Lisa. At the bottom there, this is where you kind of put your current reality. It's where you finished last month at. I remember you probably remember this. We've done this a little bit, but now I know you kind of got it all down now. So what was your rank last month?
Associate director.
Great. Okay. Do you remember what your frontline volume was?
It was 3649.
Nice. Okay. And then you just sponsored your first coach, but they like literally started like 2 days ago, Julie. So she doesn't have any clients yet, but she's going to be senior coach here soon. So what would be your FQ or your GQV, your group qualified volume?
3649.
Perfect. Gosh, you're getting this so well because it's your current volume of your clients plus your team, and your team doesn't have any yet. So that's perfect. And then here's the fun one. And usually you have to ask like what your income is at when you're working with your support team. But do you know what your income was last month?
Well, I saw a couple deposits. One was like 100, one was 200 something. I don't know, probably a few $100s. I know I want to pay for my food, so once I hit that, I was pretty excited.
All right, this is pretty cool. And I know you're set up for this month, so I'm excited to talk more about it. But at associate director, you're making, and you're certified, you're making 27%. So you've made about $1,500 last, or like $1,050 last month.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice. That's awesome.
it's a little bit better than a few hundred. Did you know that?
I wasn't quite sure, Brad, because I never knew how to figure it all out.
Okay. Well, I'm really excited because you're doing the work. You're really, really excited about what we do this month because you're certified and this is your rolling bonus month. So that's really cool. Okay. So last month, how many clients did you bring on?
6.
Okay, perfect. Nice job. How many coaches did you bring on? Oh yeah, just the one, just Julie.
Yeah, this one.
But she hasn't reached senior coach yet. So put in 6 new clients, 1 new coach, 0 new senior coaches. And then,
Okay.
and then over here are points. And this is just kind of helpful as you're getting started. It's helping you realize how you're building this and if you're taking next steps. So remember, every 1,200 in FQV is a point, and every senior coach is a point. So how many FQV points did you have last month?
I had 3.
All right, perfect. And then senior coach points would be 0 because you just brought on your first coach. So a total of 3 points.
Yep.
Perfect. Okay, now let's go to the top. I'm going to bring us out of the way here so we can see that. At the very top, and I know you've kind of been shooting for what you want to do, what is it that you want to achieve this month, like rank-wise?
I want to go for it, Brad. I want to hit executive director.
I know, and you got so many people coming because you've been staying consistent. Okay, this is where you kind of get, like, we might change it along the way because we'll take a look at, like, what you got set up for the month, how close you are. Like, we're just going to set a goal. We're going to set the math and the path. But it's also your rolling bonus month, so we can kind of play around with this stuff a little bit. So executive director, how many new clients do you want to bring on this month?
I think a good pace is 5 or 6.
Okay.
It's easier to manage.
Perfect. Go ahead and put that down. We might adjust it if we see how close you are to your goal.
Okay.
How many coaches do you want to bring on this month?
I have one that's pretty much a yes.
Okay. So put in 1.
Yep.
And then what I would suggest is, like, for a goal, and you're so good at making your own goals and then kind of bouncing them off me, I would make a goal of 2 senior coaches because your next coach is about ready to get started. And when a coach comes on, they go senior coach. Like, that's how we know they're ready to coach. It's like they're going to help them take those steps. So put 2 coaches in there.
Okay.
FQV, what do you want to shoot for with your FQV?
6,500 or so.
Okay, perfect. Like, you nailed it. And actually, when we check back the last few months, I think if you hit 67, you actually qualify for your $500 bonus. Would you like to shoot for that? Like, it's a little bit more. I mean, at least we can shoot for it, but it actually ups your rolling consistency bonus to 500 instead of 250.
Awesome. Let's go for it.
Let's go for it. I love it. We'll figure out if you need more clients by when we do this part here at the bottom. Group qualifying, you'll have 2 senior coaches is the goal. To help them, they're going to be about 2,000. So I would just add 4,000 to that frontline volume you put down.
Okay.
All right. Here's the cool thing, Lisa. If you do 6,700 in FQV, your income just from your front line is going to be just a little bit over 2,000.
Nice.
No, I'm not done yet. Because as you help more people, remember how you get paid more as you help more people?
Yes.
If you help those two senior coaches get started, or two coaches get started, you're going to make probably about a total between 500 and 600 if you can help them. It depends on where it goes with the bonus. So that would be like 2,600. And if you get your rolling bonus, if we hit the 67, that's going to up your rolling bonus every 3 months to up to $500. So you make $3,100 this month.
Wow.
Did you
Brad,
really?
I really wanted to pay my food and my car payment. I mean, this is like that was my goal for coaching. So I'm excited to have that. And it's a great car payment.
Yeah. Well, you've been consistent, and that's the artwork behind it. So that's perfect. And that's kind of how it jumps up. It builds in spurts. So it's just a goal, and we'll see if we need to adjust the new clients. But I think with associate director and bringing on 6 clients, and all your clients are doing really well, I think that's doable. So let's jump into it. Actually, just fill in the points there real quick. If you were at 6,700 in frontline volume, how many points would that be?
5,
Perfect. And if you had 2 senior coaches, how many points would that be here?
2,
Perfect. And then total points.
7.
All right, cool. So what I'm going to show you how to do, you probably remembered a little from last month, is we're going to go down here and we're going to help you set up like the path for figuring out how your clients are doing. And then you just track it throughout the month. So what I've already done is I've already preloaded this right here. But when you go into Connect, and you do this on the last day of the month, by the way, most of us, like, we shoot for finishing up the month a date early, and then you can enjoy all the people you're helping. You can plan for next month. I mean, yes, sometimes there's some people getting healthy at the end of the month. Sometimes we're wrapping up some stuff, but ideally we're finishing up the month early. So what you do is you come over here, you click on Projected Optavia Premier under Client Support. It's going to bring you to this page. And then if it's in the previous month, like say it's on the last day of the month, you're going to want to click on the button after this month. If you're doing it on the first, you're going to want to click on, or you just want to it'll just stay right here. If you've already had somebody process, just double check like that, because they're going to want to go in this first part right here at the bottom. Does that make sense? So I know today is the first, and I don't believe anyone has processed yet for you.
Yeah, I don't think so either. No.
Okay, cool. So everything else is going forward on here. So what you want to do is, if you don't have any coaches on your team yet that have clients, but if you did, you'd want to come over here first, click on down to filter, over here to this button right here, and you want to put in your ID number, or else it's going to show you all the projected orders for you and your team. If you don't have your team doesn't have clients yet, so, but it will this month, so you're going to want to know that. And then what I do is I just slide over here and I get rid of the columns that I don't need. So I drop down on columns, take out level, email, phone, entry, PQV. You can do however you want, but that way it just helps me see the information I want. And the last thing I do is I click on here and I order it, so it's going through in order of when they're going to process. So as I go through here, just add them into your map starting at the bottom going up. If there's anyone that you're not 100% sure is going to order, like maybe like they've been kind of flaky, or you've heard rumblings that they might not continue, let me know. But everyone else I know is doing really good. So and if they are, tell me, and we'll put those people on the back, because we can't plan on for your month, but they are someone you want to keep loving on, and there might be a possibility. So so go down here to the bottom and then fill that in. So the first person would be Krista.
Okay. And then Andrea.
Yeah, and then put in the premiere date, and then also put in how much the premiere is set to process for. There's also benefits of knowing this. One, you can plan out your month. They might adjust it, but you can check in what it is when it goes through. But also it tells you a little bit more about your clients. Like if you have someone you're supporting that's supposed to be doing awesome, they have big goals, but they only place a half order, they might just not know how to order, or something might be up. So it helps you take better care of your clients. It also helps you plan your business better. So just go ahead and do that. And if you have anyone, all your clients are new, but if you did have clients that are like on maintenance and just doing half orders, you've moved them past their goal, those ones are usually the ones we put on the back, and we kind of group them up there. So the front is generally for full orders of people that you're supporting that you're 90% sure it's going to go through. So as you look at this list, is there anyone that kind of hits that category where it's like you're not sure that they're going to continue on their path? I know everyone else is pretty much doing amazing.
I think I don't see it. There's one person I just don't see on there.
Okay. Okay. This is good too. So this is what we normally do after we fill it out. If there's anyone that was on your previous month's map that you're like, oh, wait, where'd they go? That's always a good thing to check because it means that they either move their premiere out or something like that. Usually it means they move their premiere out, but you know that they're doing well. So what I would do, are you pretty sure? Who's that person's name?
Betty.
Okay. After we're done filling this out, put Betty at the very top because basically you just got to help make sure her order gets placed because it can be part of your plan because you're pretty sure she needs to order this month.
Okay.
So, but
Awesome.
as a recap here, start with Krista, put her in the first slot, and then you have 9 people here, and then the 10th right there that you should go through. Is there anyone that you don't think will go through, or are all these people pretty solid on plan?
Um, for the most part, everybody's pretty solid.
Okay, great. If they weren't, if you were worried, I wouldn't put them on your map. I would put them on the back. And as you have
Okay.
conversation with them, you can add them to the front if that changes. But you don't want to, you want to plan to succeed and you want to just focus on helping the people that want so you can have a good plan. Does that make sense?
Yeah, perfect.
So right now you're at 10. Your goal is to move to 6,000, which is executive director. So these are all filled in here. You can just count it up. You need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think 7 clients would actually make that. Kind of depends on how the orders go, but you might actually need less. But I know 6 was your goal for new clients. I mean, are you comfortable shooting with 7? I know it's a little bit more than what you thought, but it would also hit your goal.
Yeah, I think I got to go for it. So, setting it up with the goal in mind.
All right, perfect. And then the other thing I find helpful is just like highlight those boxes that you want to fill. I noticed that that's been helpful for you because like last month you started 5 clients or 6 clients and that was your goal was 5. So it was perfect. And you circled the box around how many you want to start.
Yes, definitely.
Perfect. So that's what to do there. And that actually makes sense. So all you got to do is help these people. And so as the orders go through, just check them off your list. I recommend highlighting them with a color and then marking what they fully go through. And then anyone you add that's new, highlight them in a different color. And we're just going to highlight the path along the way.
Okay, that's
All
a
right.
great idea.
As we wrap up here, here's the thing. I know you want to sponsor new people and help them. Who out of these clients that you marked down here on your map in front of you on this middle part, who would be a really great coach candidate?
Krista would be a great one.
Got it.
Amy, Beth, Ashley.
Perfect. And I know Ashley was that one you were talking about that's just about ready to get started. So that's perfect. Just mark them down there. Those are the people you want to focus on. So perfect. And we got to know that it's about 1 in 5 if we're truly focusing on what matters to them, reasons why it would work as people are noticing. Generally, there's a coach in about 1 in 5. So that's a really great part there. Then right here, I know you have your list that you're working on. You've been super consistent on having conversations with people out and about, the people you want to talk to, and posting on social media. But who are some of the top people that you know are like you've done health assessments with, or you just know they're very interested? You kind of had casual conversations with that you think are going to start here pretty soon.
Katie, Jeannie. I mean, I have so many. Terry, Anna, Teresa.
So it's no,
Yeah.
as you already do the math, like 7 clients shouldn't be that hard because all these people are already close to getting started. Plus, we know for every person that we're talking to, generally, if we're staying consistent, usually one for every one person we know is getting interested comes out of nowhere. So, yep. So that'll be perfect. So you're set up for success. I don't really see any reason to adjust your goals. It sounds like you got a good plan. Just get started on helping those people, and then let's dive in with Julie, your new coach, and help her get off. I'm going to help you with her since it's your first new coach.
All right.
But you're going to jump in and kind of just keep telling her show her what you're doing, and we'll do it together. So that's everything in the map. The only thing is put Julie right here in that first box. We are going to help her with her first 5 clients. That's what we're going to focus on doing, and we're going to do that together.
Awesome.
Sure. That's your map. And anything else that's really important to you this month, you can put in this white space. So is there anything besides just these goals that you'd really like to personally focus on or that is important to you?
Personally, I just really want to get people with the right mindset heading into the holidays and partner with several to change lives truly, whether it's financially with all the other stuff, health and all that too will be fun, very fun.
Mark that down because I know that means a lot to you. I also noticed you were like, I want to quit evenings at the salon. I know that's a big motivator for you right now. Go ahead and mark that down.
Yep,
And also,
definitely.
we talked about like you realize that the trainings are helping you a lot, but like you want to just focus on being consistent in them. So feel free. I mean, if that's a goal of yours this month, just write down like be consistent on the trainings because this will go with you everywhere. And if you have any other goals that you want to write down. This is just meant to help you stay focused on what matters most.
Definitely.
All right.
Keep
Any
it.
questions?
I think I'll ask when I need to.
All right. So the last thing to do is every single month, just take a picture of this, send it in your support team thread. I can't tell you why, but it's just when they know your goals and they can see what you're focusing on, it is what everyone does that grows the fastest. And as you're going on this, we'll probably connect like for a few minutes, like we just did, to kind of keep showing you the next step on this. Like that's what's really helpful as you're growing to executive director. So that is it. All right, break scene. We're sending Lisa. All right, guys, we're sending Lisa back to the future. Let's give her a round of applause. You are a great actress, Lisa.
Yeah,
All right,
very good.
so Lisa, let's go back let's go forward in time. So now that you've done that, hopefully that was helpful for people to see like how we went to it, where we found it, and why it's important. Now that you are about a year past this map right here, how was this stuff helpful for you? Because one thing you did is you did a lot of action, and and you just did the steps. Oh, which one thing I forgot? Sorry, everyone that's watching this recording. I forgot to say what this part is right here for the map. This is for checking your day. Like if you need help staying on point with your daily activity, you can literally check it off right here. So social media posts, new connections, and adding new friends or messaging people, our conversations. So, Lisa, what were some of the things that were instrumental for you along the way?
So one thing, Brad, is that I'm just an emotional person. So I like to deal with the facts because it keeps me focused. And if I was emotionally trying to add those 7 people like you told me to, or to get to that next level and not diving in to help people just get healthy, this was a grounding stone for me. I could come back and be like, okay, what do you really need? Who needs your help? Who could use your assistance? And the numbers don't lie. And that's why I really love the saying, what you can see, you can manage, and what you can't see manages you. And that is 100% what the map has done for me. It's also, made me be aware of my personal goals, whether it's weight loss or, stopping working at night, but other things too. So those are things that have been instrumental. And it's also just been fun to keep track of everything, on the way, and to see that map from March of 18 and to know that I'm not really working nights anymore and I've cut back. It's very, very rewarding and exciting.
What's brilliant about this is this is just a real time training. So my son walked in. Is I love that like now and you even quit the salon and now you don't like you shut down your salon and you're coaching full time now. So I just love the consistency. You're a great example. Thanks for opening up your business today and sharing with us. And hopefully this helps new coaches because at this time of year with what they're doing right now, they're going to be you in the near future. So let's go get them, everybody. Hopefully this was helpful for you.
Awesome. Thanks, Brad.
Oh my gosh.
Still says recording.
I know, I'll edit it off. But oh my,
Okay.
I think that'll be good.